Shalom, shalom. This your boy Milkar, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Coming at you another video, as I'm always is. And talking to my brother right here, Ach Yohannan, about basically kind of get a small part of his testimony, you know what I'm saying? See how this brother came into the truth. So sit back, relax, enjoy yourself, and listen to Ach Yohannan right here. What's going on, brother? Shalom, bro. Alright. Hey, basically first, like I said, the first question is kind of rhetorical, and you already know, you know what I'm saying? But basically, let us know, what is a Hebrew Israelite?
My understanding, and what I always tell people what a Hebrew Israelite is basically people that come from the descent line of Yaakov. You know, we all know Yaakov was changed to Israel, you know, and then he had 12 sons, and that breaks down to the tribes of Israel. Now, if we take this in the fact and we start breaking down the scriptures in our history book, and then we start going to things like the Apocrypha, and we start actually looking at what happened to these people, we can see that these people were taken from their land and then pushed outward or sold into slavery by their brothers, the Edomites, the Ishmaelites, the Greeks, the rest of the Hamites. You know, all these people had their hands together in selling us out. And then now we're here in America, our brothers in America, our brothers down in the Caribbean, our brothers that are anywhere else in this world that share in our, how would you say it? That share in our likeliness of the curses. Now, everybody that fills this block of the curses, which we see in Deuteronomy, now when they fit that block, we can say that these people are the people. Now, if they don't want to believe that, okay, that's fine. But you can look through history. Who's lost their heritage? Who's lost everything about them? Now, when people say, well, the Jews this, the Jews that, okay. But tell me why every time they speak, it sounds German. It doesn't sound Shemitic.
Okay.
But to get more to it, those that follow the way, because the scriptures never talk about anything else but the way. Now we break down the way. Yah says the way. Moshe talks about the way. Yahushua talks about the way. The disciples talk about the way. Yahushua never said, I came for the Christians, you know, like that.
Right.
If you follow the way by following the things in the Old Testament, the Torah, you know, once we start breaking down the Torah and we start reading it and getting in depth into it, and we start following these guidelines and these principles which the Most High set for us, and that's how we show that we love Him, that by doing that, we are following the way, we're following the way, and then we can call ourselves Hebrew Israelites.
Okay. Alright, so this question right here is basically for you. How long have you been in the truth?
I've been in the truth for, let's say, about 2 years now. 1 or 2.
Okay.
You know, it's been a long road coming, but it's been 2 years.
And you still learning? Still growing?
Still learning a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
still learning. That's right.
Like trying to learn Hebrew, you know, trying to get back to the source.
That's right.
You know, what we gotta do.
Right. Anything else you want to add on that? About being in the truth?
Being in the truth, it's a lonely walk.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to walk this walk. Everybody wants to be a part of the world. They want to be a part with their friends. Your friends gonna leave you. Family members gonna stop talking to you differently. Friends are gonna be like, oh, this person thinks he's all this and this. He thinks it's all about kosher. He thinks it's all about this and this. You must be a Jew.
Right.
You must be what do they call it? Muslim. You know, you're extremist.
Yeah, that too.
You know, I ain't got time for that, man.
Everything except for the child of Yah.
Yeah.
All right, now how did your family feel about it? Yeah, how did your family feel about, you know, when you start using the true names, or
let's just say when I went home for leave the first time, first year that I came into this truth, and I started busting them in the head a little bit and got them to start thinking about it, caught a lot of backlash. You know, and people try to bring my mother's death into it, and try to say my mother was a Christian, you know, where do you think she's going? And honestly, at the time, it wasn't meant for her to know this. It wasn't meant for her to come to this truth. You know, that's the way I look at it now, you know. If somebody passes away before they get this truth, it wasn't meant for them to be in this truth, you know. Sometimes it's better to be ignorant than to know, and then to still act ignorant of it. Because once you know, and there ain't no going back. But once you go back,
oh yeah,
y'all, man, You,
I don't even want to know.
I don't want to. Yeah, I'm just leave that alone.
I don't
You know,
know.
y'all be with you. That's all I'm gonna say to you.
Wow.
And my family, most of them look at me differently now. You know, my grandma, she's slowly starting to look at it more and more. I praise y'all for that. You know, my father, he's starting to look more into it, but he's stopping. You know, nobody wants to hear this truth. They just want to keep going on in this Christian fantasy.
So who gave you the, I would say, most backlash, and like who you consider will give you the most backlash? Like, you know, you went home, whatever.
The most backlash is two individuals. It was my auntie and my dad.
Why is that?
Because my auntie was the one that brought my mom into it, and then it could hit personal. When it got personal, I started backlashing too, and I told her she needs to step down when she's talking. She needs to leave that woman and let her rest. Now, when she said that, it took my grandma to step in there, because my grandma had to step in there and said, what he's saying is not wrong. It's truthful. Think about what he's talking about.
So your grandma was kind of riding with you a little bit?
Yes.
Wow.
My sister was like, I need to calm down, but my grandma was telling her to be quiet. You know, my grandma was the one that actually told everybody, think about what he's saying. And I appreciate my grandma for that. You know, y'all made it a way for me to get out of that situation without anybody getting in a fist fight, as we say. And my pops, I love the man dearly. You know, I'm not gonna stop loving him.
Yeah.
You know, we gotta respect our parents, love my parents, you know. But the thing that gets me the most is I talk to him about these things, and he knows most of the things I talk about, but still goes on with his way.
Wow.
That's the one thing that kills me. You know, somebody leading sheep, as you say, a shepherd leading sheep, and he's leading them blindly. So if the blind follow the blind, they walk into a pit.
Yeah.
They all die.
They all die. Wow. So your daddy a pastor, right? You said.
Yeah.
Is he got like a big church? Or?
I'd say it's a pretty moderate-sized church right now. You know, he's been wanting to be a pastor for a long time, ever since I was a little boy. You know, it's always dressed up like this. Gotta go to church. Be this time. Be there. Be this. Do that. Do that. Usher boy this. Blah blah blah. And it's like I was really doing it for myself. I was always doing it for somebody else. You know, to help somebody else look good.
Oh, okay. Right.
You know how it is in church.
Yeah, I
man,
never thought. Yeah, I never. Yeah.
You know, or some old lady be like, man, why is your boy not? It's cold outside. He ain't got a coat. What's wrong with you?
Right.
And your parents be like, what's wrong with you, boy? You didn't put that coat on? You know you got a coat inside the house.
Yeah.
You know it's gonna be cold out here. Making me look bad in front of all these church people because of gossip. Man, it's all politics in church, man. It's just like,
I was